Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Motroids. My name's Guru, and I'm here to talk to you about the pricing for the Jimny, which has just been released today. I think the response to the pricing announcement has been across the board. We've seen a lot of people have been really happy to see the pricing. Probably a lot more people are very disappointed, and they feel that the pricing is on the higher side. I'm caught somewhere in the middle. I just want to, kind of run through the prices so that you understand where I'm coming from. To quickly go over the prices, we have the Zeta version in manual transmission at 12,74,000, and we have the automatic transmission at 13,94,000. So in the base variant between the manual and the automatic, there's a price difference of about 1,20,000, and we've seen this to be consistent across the other models that Maruti offers as well. The manual to auto is about 1.2 lakhs price difference, so that's consistent over here. When you come to the Alpha, you have 4 options because of the single tone and dual tone. The manual transmission is 13,69,000. The same thing with the dual tone is 13,85,000. The automatic is 14,89,000, and the automatic with dual tone is 15,05,000. So the Zeta automatic is 13,94,000. The Alpha automatic is 14,89,000. The price difference is 95,000. So what do you lose by going for the Zeta, which is the base version, as opposed to the Alpha? So the missing features in the Zeta variant, the first one is that the door handles will not be body color, they will be black. And as I said in my review, I actually prefer the look of a black door handle. The second difference is you don't get alloy wheels, you only get steel wheels. Steel wheels also have their own appeal. I think they look a little bit more thug and probably will do better off-road in terms of survivability. A bent rim, steel rim can be knocked back at a local shop, whereas a bent or broken alloy is a more serious issue when you're off-road or in a remote area. The third difference is no auto headlamps. I don't think that's a big problem. No headlamp washer. Again, not something that we're all used to that we need to suddenly start missing, so I don't think that's a big feature deletion that should worry us. No LED headlamps. I think this is a feature that I probably would have liked to see or like to have. No fog lamps, again, don't really care. Can install probably a more usable light in that space that is there for the which is blanked out in the Zeta. No tinted glass. So the dark green tinted glasses on the Alpha actually make a good difference, and it is a feature that I would like to have. Non-retractable ORVM. The Jimny is not such a big car. You could just reach across and pull in the rear view mirrors yourself. I don't think this is again a big feature. You can adjust the mirrors from inside. So the Zeta has only manual climate control. The Alpha has automatic climate control. Again, not a feature that I care too much about. So the Zeta variant comes with a smaller screen than the Alpha at about 7 inches versus the 9. Another feature that's missing in the Zeta is the surround sound Arcamis feature. Frankly, it didn't do anything for me. I think you can get better sound by spending a little bit more aftermarket. So we've gone over some of the features of the Alpha which are missing in the Zeta. The only 4 features that really matter to me, which would push me towards the Alpha, are the alloy wheels, the LED headlamps, the tinted glass, and the cruise control. Given that there's a price delta of 95,000 between the Zeta automatic and the Alpha automatic, are these 4 features enough to push you to pick the Alpha over the Zeta? Let us know in the comments below. This is just another thought process, because I see a lot of people were very anxious about the pricing, given that Maruti kept using the word premium in all of their communications, and the pricing is premium. In my opinion, I think the base variant is about 1.5 lakh more dear than it could have been, and the Alpha variant is probably 1 lakh more than it should have been. But it is what it is. Given that some people were paying 12-13 lakhs for Gypsies before the Jimny was announced, just to give you an idea of what you get in a base Zeta manual transmission Jimny versus a Gypsy. You get 5 doors versus 3, and I'm going to keep looking at my iPad here because I don't want to miss anything. You get 5 doors versus 3. You get a 1.5 litre 105 horsepower engine versus a 1.3 litre 80 something horsepower engine. So it's a lot more powerful. It definitely feels a lot talkier. You get front and rear cabin lights. You get 6 airbags in the Zeta and the Alpha, and huge props to Maruti for making sure that they didn't delete those features between the Zeta and Alpha. You get 6 airbags in both. You had no airbags in the Gypsy. You get BLE, which is the brake locking differential. You get ABS, EBD, ESP, hill hold assist, hill descent control, You also get a reverse camera, ISOFIX child seat mounts. It will matter when you're a small family or a growing family. You get an immobilizer, driver side automatic up and down, only the driver side. Gypsy was hand-wound windows, so that's a big plus. All the windows are power windows. You get central locking. You get a MID display with useful information, Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, which is again very useful. Another key point is that the Jimny is a current production car, so you won't have issues getting spares and service from the enormous Maruti service network. You might still get MGP parts for the Gypsy, but the number of mechanics who can service it out are getting fewer and fewer. So now that you've seen the Jimny prices and I've given you some of my thoughts, let us know in the comments below what are your opinions of the Jimny. It is still a more practical vehicle than the 3-door Thar. The Gurkha is still a tad too agricultural for my taste. I think it's probably a very good off-roader, but on-road the Jimny is far better and far easier to live with. Not to mention the deep service network that Maruti brings to the table, something Force Motors just can't match. So check with your dealers as well about the specific on-road pricing for your state and your city, and also the waiting times. If you go by what is happening online right now, a lot of people are cancelling their bookings, so those who book later probably have a chance to get a vehicle much sooner. I haven't cancelled my booking yet. I'm just holding on to it for now so that I can study and analyze and see whether I can make the finances work. I think it's a very good compromise between a road car and a car for taking off-road. Something that, like I mentioned in the review, you can work with on a day-to-day basis. It's a very good daily driver. And there's not much in terms of competition, which is probably why you're seeing that the pricing that we're seeing today is there isn't anything else. It is right now, the Zeta manual transmission is the cheapest ladder frame 4x4 that you can buy. There is no Duster anymore. There is no Bolero 4x4 anymore that you can buy with a white plate. So with a white number plate, this is the cheapest manual transmission 4x4 you can buy. The automatic is 1.2 lakhs more if you can stretch your budget a bit. Between Zeta and Auto, I've given my thoughts. You also go deep into the features and see whether you can do without some of the fluff. That's about it. All the best. I mean, if you are still going to go ahead and buy the Jimny, please let us know in the comments, and like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much.